Hello everyone, I'm Cloud and welcome to Anime No Mi. Today we'll talk mainly about Sabo, Luffy's brother, who has his destiny a complete mystery right now. After all, something happened to him, and this may involve a new confrontation against Sekai Sifu. In this video today we'll talk about the Heir of the Flames and analyze everything that happened. So right now I really hope you can help the channel by leaving your like in the video, and I'm also counting on you to subscribe if you're still new here. Now let's go. Guys, as we all know, Ace, Sabo, and Luffy have a unique and gigantic bond, where our Straw had chased their two future older brothers for a long time until they really became inseparable. As we know, the current events of Sabo's life, and even the fact of joining Luffy's father, Dragon, is directly linked to his origin. After all, he was born into a noble family in the kingdom of Goa, where Luffy and Ace grew up, and Sabo's family wished that one day the boy would become the king of that place. From the beginning he didn't understand the way the nobles acted, and the way they acted, always worrying about status above all else, like when Sabo ended up being attacked by a member of the royal family, and then ended up clashing with him. Sabo's mother then turned against her little son precisely so as not to jeopardize his noble status. Shortly after that he fled and went to live in the Grey Terminal. It was there that Sabo discovered what that world really was, what Goa really was, and stayed for a long time in that place, where he met Ace and shortly after Luffy, and only returned to your family to protect your brothers. And it was in this return that Sabo discovered the kingdom's plans to destroy the Grey Terminal and everyone who lived there, and the boy from a very young age already disagreed and tried to prevent this way of acting from the nobility. But who saved the people who lived in the Terminal Grey was the organization of Dragon. And as we know, shortly after that, when Sabo tried to flee the kingdom and start his career as a pirate to finally know the seas, he ended up being attacked by a Tenryubito. However, Sabo managed to survive, and this happened because he was found by Dragon and Ivankov. And then he joined the group, and from that moment on he started to strengthen himself and fight for the organization, until the moment he became strong enough to become the second in command of the group. But now something has happened to him. Sabo has disappeared during the last moments of the manga, and all of this has the direct involvement of Sekai Sifu, which may already indicate a future battle of Luffy and the Straw Hats. After all, both Sabo and Luffy promised they wouldn't let anything happen to their brother, mainly because they weren't able to save Ace in the past, and everything indicates that a battle similar to that one is about to happen. And everyone can question why that would happen, and that would be because of the news involving him, and which was published by the biggest newspaper in the One Piece world, something that made Dragon himself and his entire organization move to prove the event. We had a lot of important news published, including something that Sekai Sifu herself tried to hide completely. After all, it has direct connections even with the celestial dragons. Sabo may have become an even bigger enemy, maybe even captured or attacked a Tenryubito. We just know that everything happened in Marigios or Marijois, and someone lost their life there. It was something that surprised Ivankov, who believed that what happened was impossible, scared Steri, Sabo's adoptive brother and king of Goa, and made Makino cry. Yet no details were given to us about what actually happened. The only big news we had is that the Shichibukai have come to an end. And Oda hid what happened very well, but I still believe that Sabo survived. The news reporting the end of someone's life did not speak directly about Sabo, while he may be involved in the clash that made that person mysterious lose your life. And in this case, Dragon's group started moving to Marigios precisely to confirm what happened to her second-in-command, to confirm what everyone found unbelievable. And we know that Marigiosai has an indirect connection with the Straw Hat Pirate, and that at some point we expected that he would have to go there, and that there would be a big battle in that place. After all, we know that Shanks had gone there, and going beyond him, the greatest power of that place, who controls the Gorosei and the Tenryubito, the one who actually sits on the empty throne, had a poster of Luffy in his hands, giving importance to the Straw Hat. Besides, he also has a giant straw hat, just like Luffy's, kept in a vault. After all, and with all that, many people believe that after Wano the Straw Hat Pirates must go to Marigiosai, and there they would fight together for Sabo. After all, in the great battle at Marineford, Luffy's companions were separated, and therefore they could not fight with Luffy for his brother, which now would be different for Sabo. Now moving on, the results of a battle against Sekai Sifu could have different results than what happened 2 years ago or not. Sabo is extremely powerful and brave enough to face an admiral even though he had his new Mera Mera no Mi powers a short while ago, as we saw when he tried to stop Fujitora so that Luffy could advance without being attacked. He also has a unique fighting style so far, which apparently he developed joining the knowledge gained from his training with Hakken Dragon, the Ryusoken, where he says that his hands become a claw, a dragon claw, and with this style of combat is capable of destroying steel with his hands. Furthermore, he becomes even more powerful when using the Busa Shoko Haki, which he has already shown to be a great user, combining his knowledge with strategy, as when he destroyed the Colosseum with just one blow. In addition, we saw how he already used the powers of the Mera Mera no Mi very well to create, control and transform into inflames, and this shortly after gaining his powers, and he was already doing this while saying that he had not yet gotten used to using this skill. However, he adapted quickly, and with all the time and training he must already be at an extremely high level to use his techniques. And we know that Luffy has also grown a lot stronger since Marineford, and now he's even trying to defeat a Yonko, and maybe very soon he'll have to face a fleet admiral. After all, he wanted to face Akainu again, which didn't happen because he was stopped by Jinbe, but now fate may be approaching this battle, where Luffy would once again be fighting for his brother. During Marineford, Akainu basically said that a devil fruit user with the power of flames was destined to be defeated by the Magna user, where he said that his fruit was naturally more powerful than Ace, brother of Luffy and Sabo. And now the heir to the flames, and his brother the Straw Hat Pirate, would be in a predestined battle to overcome the fleet admiral once and for all, a showdown that everyone has been waiting for a long time. That's because even what happened from the beginning, and was reported in the newspaper, and which I mentioned at the beginning of the video, resulted in something that Kobe said that even uniting the entire force of the group would not be easy to resolve. It was something that not even the Marine could do. So obviously we wouldn't just have the battle against the admirals, we must have a battle that could be even much bigger than the battle that took place earlier in Marineford, bringing together all the strength of the Sekai Sifu and the New World. After all, we are talking about a battle in Merigios, the place where the celestial dragons live. And besides, we will have not only the Straw Hats, but also the entire dragon group that would be fighting for Sabo at their side. Besides, it is to be expected that the Great Straw Hat Fleet will also participate, especially Bartolomeo, who created a connection with Sabo there in Dressrosa. And possibly after Wano, we will have more news about what really happened with Sabo, about what really happened in Merigios, and what it will bring to the future of Straw Hats. It's worth remembering that a battle like this should really take a while to happen. After all, we imagine that the final battle of Luffy and his friends involves Teach and M2, and we know that after receiving the news, Teach also started to move. In other words, there is a possibility that Oda is even already planning to bring us the greatest battle of all time, and the introduction to all this has already started to be made. After all, the greatest forces will be involved: Sekai Sifu, Yonkus, revolutionaries, and all this coming through a big news that Sekai Sifu through Cypher Pole tried to stop being told to the world of One Piece. But I want to know your opinion. Comment what you think about all this. After all, so far we don't know Sabo's fate. We don't know what happened to him, or even what this event will bring to the world of One Piece. However, it is already expected that Luffy will fight alongside his brother for the events of Marineford, and all this may already be very close to happening. Comment everything. Let's talk about it. Don't forget to leave your likes in the video to help the channel, and also subscribe if you're still new here. The channel is new and needs your help. Thank you so much for watching our video so far. Your support is very important. See you in the next video. Bye.